Peace and what's up, world? Another very brief video today looking at a CRKT knife, the Hissatsu, done in collaboration with James Williams. And like all the other Williams knives, I pretty much like it. It also uses the Osuraku Tanto, as you can see this profile here. And there are consistent points as to why I like the knife that I find on all the other Williams knives I have. First off is the handle. Symmetrical. There's no unnecessary anything on the handle, and it's also large enough for my hand. I can really get a good purchase, a good grip on there. Very easy to maneuver. Very good grip. I love the Kraton handle in this as well. It also has some nodes, so you know in the dark which side the blade is on, the sharpened edge. Very practical, very utilitarian. It's got a hardened tip for a puño or butt strikes if need be. And you'll notice the way I have it set up is with a tech lock here, and I'll usually carry it in waistband around 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11-ish. And what that does, you can imagine, is it allows me to grab or deploy the knife with my dominant hand as well as with my weak hand. And just by itself, like carrying in a neutral position like that is very practical for me. And it also allows me to sit, squat. I can jump and run with it in that position without it, kind of getting in the way. If you had another tool, say I was carrying something on my right side and this was still on my left, if for some reason something or someone was trying to grab that, I could retain it in its place, in its holster, in its sheath, whatever, with my dominant hand, and I can draw with my left side. And you can also pivot, if you can imagine, and bring this up into solve whatever problem is causing that. Very simple design, but very effective. And I will say I wouldn't suggest this knife to everybody. Frankly, I wouldn't even suggest this to everyone, but I would be more likely to suggest this to somebody over this. Why is that? You need to train with whatever you carry. And it's not just going through movements and motions. You really need to get comfortable manipulating, concealing, drawing, reholstering, whatever you carry. And I mean, that stuff is very important when you get to a place where, let's say you're going to your car, or it's dark, or whatever, and you need to use it. Your adrenaline's going to be out the roof. Your fine motor skills probably won't be there. Can pretty much guarantee that. But what's going to save you is your comfort and your ability to manipulate these objects. Like something this large in a very adrenaline pumped, trembly situation, this could hurt yourself as well. So that's something to keep in mind. But it's a very effective knife. And also on top of easily hurting yourself, you can also easily kill someone with this knife. It's not a toy. If you do train with it and are cognizant, I mean, you can easily immobilize somebody and get to safety. You can do puño strikes really well. Something you rarely hear is it's a pretty thick knife. You can also use the non-bladed side pretty well. But yeah, it's going to be real easy to take a life with this knife. But this video is not about all that. It's just about the knife. And maybe we'll do some other videos looking at, how to use something like this, how to deploy it, so on and so forth. But it's a very solid knife. It also, due to its low profile, it's possible to conceal this knife, to draw it, and conceal it behind a forearm. Granted, I'm pretty slim, as you can tell, but the knife, in terms of a silhouette, it's easily concealed there. If I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, you can also gently push the tip into the fabric of the shirt and let my fingers out and kind of stick your hand like, hey, I don't want any problems, stick your hand up, fingers out. But because of the knife kind of slightly jammed into the shirt, it'll stay there. But a lot of versatility with a knife like this. About to hit 5 minutes on this video, already longer than I'd like, but really good knife. Props to CRKT and James Williams. And again, my CRKT knife that started it all with the James Williams designs. The Otanashi has a longer handle than this as well, which is primarily one of the reasons I love the Otanashi as an everyday carry self-defense tool. It's, it's a Kubotan. You can really whack, prod, solar plexus this, the neck, a quick drop into the side of a knee. I mean, this thing, without the blade deployed, is a very, very, very effective tool. Knuckles, bumping my camera there, but you guys get the picture. This is the CRKT Hissatsu, very capable, practical knife design. And I will be doing a video with the trainer. And hopefully I can get someone that's a real life ninja in there. And if he's watching this, he'll know who it is. But it'd be cool to show you guys some basic movements. And one thing I'd like to say though is I am not, take what you can from these videos in terms of suggestions and my experience. But I am nobody to listen to in terms of saving your life. If you can get a piece of information from here that can help you out of a situation or all that, that's cool. But don't take anything I say as gospel. Look at what I take, tear it apart, and use it and apply it to your life, your situation. And, the goal for everybody is really to get home safely, right? The goal for all of us, at least for me as a person, is to help other people and, where possible, preserve life. Like, that's the ultimate goal here. But yeah, excellent knife design. Very solid. I definitely recommend it. Even just alone on the strength of me not, I love the mechanics of the knife, the design, the handle and all that. But the fact that it has an exact trainer, exact handle, exact sheath. I believe it's an aluminum blade, but I suspect it's, pretty much the same balance. So that in and of itself is extremely, extremely very valuable. But that'll be it for today. The CRKT Hissatsu. Again, props to CRKT and Mr. James Williams, an excellent tool. Peace.